All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. The straight up energy reading. This is, well, it's the big one, Lamont. I mean, this is it's Uranus and Gemini. And we've been talking about it. I wrote about it as far back as July 2025's monthly write-up. I mean, it's a big deal. Sort of. Like I said in the Venus reading, Venus is softening it a bit. But it's a big deal. Why? Because this energy, and I have tracked this, I have studied Uranus and Gemini, I've tracked it back 1,000 years. It is always an impulsive, short-sighted energy. That's why this pre-shuffle is pretty cool to get the Knight of Wands there. Wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting a devil of some kind or a tower. Didn't get that. But I'm pleased with what I got. All right, so I kept it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to work with that. I like this energy. It applies to the soulmate cycle nicely. If you're dealing with a person who's which a lot of you are on the DM side, you're dealing with a person who's typically fairly impulsive. This is going to turbocharge them, put them on crack. This is what has historians worried right now, who also study astrology. You know, the guy in charge, love him or hate him, I couldn't care less. He's an impulsive son of a bitch. I mean, he's impulsive. He makes decisions. I just had a thought, and then bam, something blows up. So this is a dangerous energy to have coming in right now. Thankfully, we've got Venus and Gemini with it to soften it a little bit, talk some sense into it a little bit, or have it add some creativity to it, so maybe there's a workaround. But it is inherently, Uranus and Gemini, a short-sighted, impulsive energy. All the impulsiveness of Gemini with, hey, let's blow up a bridge today. Come on, let's just do it. Come on. Right? You and your friends out on the town. The next thing you know, you need bail money. That's this energy. It hasn't been here since 1941, long stay, 1942 to 49, but technically 1941 to 49. And a lot happened in there. So this is an impulsive energy. If your person is impulsive, they're going to be super impulsive this time around. I've got, on the surface energy, I've got somebody coming towards you. Why? Because their dick is hard. I don't know, because they want to. They're King of Wands. A lot of passion. Coming passionately towards you. Hot. Coming in hot. Right? Why? Because they want to. Because I want it. I wish. Right? I'm going to make this happen. Underneath that, there is, underneath it all, an opportunity for a new beginning in love, but I think we can thank Venus and Gemini for that more than Uranus and Gemini. Uranus and Gemini is the impulsive energy that'll bring them towards you. They're not thinking about the long-term ramifications of it. It's very short-sighted. That works to your advantage, because what usually happens with the DMs in this soulmate cycle is if they do take the long view, they realize they're going to have to be vulnerable, and that's going to be bad, and there's going to be ramifications. I don't want to think about all those ramifications. Let's just go short-sighted here, and let's just go in. So it works to your advantage. Okay? That's good. Underneath that, somebody feels it is an energy that can feed a God complex a little bit. Okay? It is an energy that can want to make somebody show people that they're all powerful. In the soulmate in the world, that plays out very dangerously. In the soulmate cycle, it plays out again as this right here. They're coming in hot because their dick is hard. Right? I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, I'm just using it as an example. It doesn't matter, my person's a woman, Steve. Well, then they're a chick with a dick. I mean, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm just using an example here. Just catch my drift. Underneath that is the Five of Wands. There's very little resistance here. Just very little to stop them or to slow them down. Okay? Again, in the soulmate cycle, I don't want to talk too much about outside energies, right? But we've already had someone in charge who has said in the press, in the public, nothing can stop me, right? He's on TV, nothing can stop me. I'm limited only by what I think, that kind of a thing. This energy is going to feed that. I want you to keep that in mind because I want you to be safe. So I mention it. Some people won't like me say, I don't like it. Sorry if you don't like it. It's a fact, and this energy is scaring the shit out of historians that, are into astrology. So pay attention. Keep your eye on the open sky. You never know what will be coming down. All right? Just pay attention, that's all. But in the soulmate cycle, yeah, it's the same thing. Somebody feels like nothing can stop them, and they're coming towards you. This is good on some level. There is a chance for a new beginning, but you could thank Venus and Gemini for that, okay? So I would be remiss if I didn't mention some things that people don't want to hear in this reading. I am of more value to you than just a soulmate cycle pull. My friends, we have much deeper conversations about the energies that are around. I can't do that on YouTube. I can just surface kind of talk about it based on, kind of like the things I said. That's about as deep as I can go. I can go a lot deeper. I am fascinated by the energy of the guy in charge. I know everything about it. I know all of it. It's crazy town, let me tell you. It's erratic, to say the least. But, doesn't make me very comfortable. But at the end of the day, some people love the guy. It's great. Knock yourself out. Love who you love. Right? I let people be who they want to be. I'm just giving you the energy, that's all. And Uranus and Gemini, people have been watching out for it for a long fucking time. Every time it comes around, it's crazy town. Every time. You could track it through history. You could track it all the way back. It was here for the U.S. Civil War too. It kills me that the general public, though, out there in the world doesn't talk about energy. Yeah, I watch the news, any news, and you get, I wonder what things seem so similar to, a lot of mentions of World War II and things like that. Things seem so similar to World War II. Gosh, I wonder why. Why can't people just realize that there's energy that we can't see? It's energy, right? And it goes around like weather systems. It comes around in cycles. Why is that so hard to believe? Why is it so hard for the average Joe to spot fucking patterns and talk about them? I mean, it just blows my fucking mind. I mean, I could dig it if you're not into astrology. Fine, that's a little too new age for you. Okay, cool. But energy, we already know it's there. Okay, it's not like we're making it up, Again, as the late, great George Carlin said, you can convince people of an invisible man in the sky, but if you tell them the paint's wet, they need to check. It really is. It really is amazing the way the average Joe's brain works. If everybody wake up to the patterns, we'd all be just fine. All right, right here. Why the fuck are we here? Let's talk about that Knight of Wands, King of Wands, coming towards you. Both of them. Both energies were coming towards you. Justice. Well, I like that. I like it. I like justice. The black cat and the white cat coming together. I think somebody wants to, I'm going to phrase it this way. I think somebody wants to prove something to you. Again, this energy tends to make people who we already know that the DF makes the DM feel small in this cycle. So people who think of themselves as big but are appearing small always do some grand gesture to want to prove to you that they're big. And it always backfires in making them look small and petty. And I think that's what you've got coming towards you. You've got someone who's going to try and make themselves look big, right? Trying to show you who they are. And in the process, they're going to show you how tiny they are. Okay? I don't think it discourages you from that, but you definitely get to see someone realistically. This energy does tie to what we talked about in Venus and Gemini. All right? In a big way. All right, let's go. Let's see where we're at. Six of Cups. Somebody from your past returning. A soulmate showing up. It just verifies what I just said. Okay? And whoever this is, and I don't control who comes in here, and neither do you. We've talked about that. You've got a lot of past lives. I'm drawn to the roots. You got a lot of past lives with this person. Okay? So whoever this is a big deal soulmate that's rolling towards you here. All right. I think it's somebody returning. I don't think it's somebody new. I think it's somebody who feels small because of what happened between you. Maybe they finally feel stupid because they ran, if it's your runner, right? Maybe they finally feel stupid about that. That would make any DM and that's part of this soulmate cycle want to come back with some kind of grand gesture. All right? All right. It's not dangerous in the soulmate cycle, but this same energy is extremely dangerous in the real world. I'd like you to keep that in mind. All right? It is. All right, let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. All right, let's shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you fucking find it, you're meant to find it. Uranus and Gemini. Wow. We got it for about 8 years. The 7 Swords is at the bottom. That's the overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. What's fueling it? Queen of Pentacles. That's your energy. I think it's dangerous for me to say this just because this is a big boy, big girl reading, and it's a good thing I don't care about views. It's a damn good thing. I mean, I think I don't want to call you delusional about something. I think somebody's been lying to you. Okay? Somebody's been lying to you about how they feel about you. I'm going to put it that way. All right? Or how much they need you. All right? So, and I think you find out about that. All right? I think so. I think we're going to see. I think this bodes very well for you, actually. I think it does. But a lot of times people don't like to hear that somebody's been lying to them. Oftentimes it gets turned on me. Inevitably, there'll be some fucker on Twitter that will say, "You're the liar, Steve." I'll get that tweet. It'll fly by my feet. And I'll give it a good chuckle. You know, I have nothing to do with these fucking readings. I'm just reading the energy, okay? All right. Very rarely does the messenger get shot. Please don't shoot the messenger. All right. I'm just doing my job here. But I think I think even if you fancy yourself a human lie detector, you missed something. Okay? All right, let's go. Your connection with this person. We're going to do a big read. Your connection with this person right here. 3D energies around this person here. Their soul is here. Hidden energy message from the universe is here. Read with the energy or connection right here is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I'll clarify everything through some universe cards at the end. And this is the most important energy that's going to be here this year. Actually, probably for the next 84 years. So, yeah, I'm going to extend it. All right, here we go. And if you're a big boy, big girl, I suggest you get it. If not, hey, I'm going to have fun pulling it. I don't really care. Right here, energy around your connection. Let's roll, people. Let's do this. Hey, you know what? We're going to clarify with the witches. What's randomly at the bottom? Oh, the devastation. The fallout. There's some kind of fallout here. All right? I don't know what. Hopefully it's not nuclear. But there's some kind of fallout here. The last time this energy was here, there certainly was nuclear fallout. I'd like you to keep that in mind. It's the only other time in history when one of those things was used. All right? That's also what's got the historians a little nervous. But you may, I think somebody coming in with your connection, somebody's been holding on to it for a long time, itching to use your connection. I got somebody itching for transformation here. They're tired of holding on to the energy of the connection. I think it's both sides on some level, but one side's definitely heavier than the other. I think somebody does kind of come in big, really big. Top of the pops big. Right here, 3D energy around your person. 7 Pentacles. Again, it ties to what I said. I've got background match, herringbone background match, the gray, right? I told you, everybody can read energy if you can see color, or even if you're colorblind, these cards are perfect for you, right? You just got to match the patterns, right? I said somebody's been holding on to it for a while, itching to use it, itching to push the button on this connection, so to speak. They feel like now is the time. This energy, Uranus and Gemini, will make, again, it's short-sighted, it's antsy. It's you get together with your friends, you think you're going out for drinks, you get there, you're bored, you're like, hey, somebody says, you want to go blow up that bridge we just went past? I've got some fireworks with me. Okay. And all of a sudden everybody's in. You don't think about the long term, you don't think about what might happen, are we going to get in trouble? You don't think about that until you're sitting in the cell wondering who you're going to call for the bail money. You know, that kind of a thing. That's what this is here. Somebody feels like, okay, I need to do it now. Now or never. Let's do it. We've held on to this long enough. That's why I think they show up real fast. That's why that Knight of Wands was there, right? And the King of Wands with the raging boner. All right, right here, their soul is here. It's red with the Two of Pentacles. The Six of Wands. Yeah. It just backs up everything I say. It's victory. The soul's on board. Everything's on board. I don't think anybody's taking the long view here. I think somebody shows up. Somebody just shows up. I think our saving grace is Venus and Gemini, both in the world and in the soulmate cycle, because I think it mellows the energy. These are pretty. I've got nice, pretty little butterflies here. It mellows the energy just a little bit. Okay, I've got a nice divine timing card here, although how somebody reacts to it is up to their free will. It's minor arcana. Okay, fine. What's the message to you from the universe? Red with 2 pentacles. See, these are little cards, little tiny cards. That's a big card. That's a big boy, big girl card right there. That's death. That is powerful energy right there. And a message from the universe to you. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Let me get everybody on camera here. Let's get everybody on camera. Sorry about that. Everything changes in an instant in this energy. Look, I'm going to tell you, outside of this person coming towards you, just in your life, okay? Expect the unexpected for the next fucking 8 years. Go get in a time machine and go back to 1941, 42, 43, 44, 45. Shit changed every day. People didn't know what the fuck was coming every fucking day. Every day. It's random acts of craziness. You'll see people with road rage fighting in the streets. You'll see all kinds of crazy shit happening. Watch the news. You'll get a good laugh. Sometimes you'll see stupidity running rampant, that's for sure. For the next 8 years or so, it's going to be a little bit of crazy town. All right? Your connection with somebody is changing forever, because of an impulsive action they take towards you, because they figure now's the time to push the button. Now, I've held it long enough. And I got verification of that with the Six of Wands right here. They feel like it's a good idea. I think it's their ego telling them that. I don't think it's their soul. I think that's why this is minor arcana. Okay? All right. It's a good idea. I will tell you for your life, and I know you're all very high vibration and terrific people, but I'm going to remember this too for myself. Anytime during Uranus and Gemini, you think something's a good idea, stop. All right? If you have to, ask somebody, bounce it off another person. You know, is it a good idea to shoot these rockets toward my neighbor's house? You think, I really don't think you should be doing that. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. That's fine. Right. Really, it is for the next 8 years, check yourself before you motherfucking wreck yourself. All right. That's just a tip. That's an energy tip separate from the reading. Somebody here thinks they're listening to their soul. It's just their ego. Remember, we had Knight of Wands crossed by King of Wands to start this thing. I'm doing it now. Why? Because I fucking want to. It's just a thought I have in my head. I fucking want to. Right? You know, it's like that. All right. That's why I got a lead line bunker going in my backyard, right? I got the bulldozers here digging out the diggers digging out the hole. All right here. Somebody might have a thought some night. Oh, great. Okay, thank you. Right. Right here. Potential final outcome for you. Hey, I laugh, but I'm trying to help you. Okay? I'm trying to help you. I really am. Right here. Potential final outcome for you. Four of Pentacles. Somebody asked me, they said, why don't you tell us the same stuff you tell your friends and family? Because I can't online. I catch nothing but shit for it from people in denial, people with heads in the sand. Oh, I don't want to be thinking about that, Steve. You know, you don't want to, okay. That's fine. It's what I said over here about you're out with your friends, right? You're having drinks. Somebody says, hey, let's go blow up the bridge. Hey, you don't want to be thinking about the ram if you just think it's a good idea. because Uranus is in Gemini and it's fucking crazy town. And you're like, okay, fine. Let's go do it. You don't want to be thinking about, might end up in jail later, might end up whatever. That's fine. But you will be sitting there at some point going, geez, I should have thought about this. So again, if you don't want to think about something, if there's something you don't want to look at because it's too hard to think about or digest, that's Uranus and Gemini doing its fucking thing on you. Be careful. Final outcome for you is Four of Pentacles. Be afraid. Be very fucking afraid. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I wouldn't be. But I would certainly keep my eye on the sky. I would certainly keep my eye on things and a realistic look at shit. Four of Pentacles, it's a miser energy here. I think it's a bit of retreat. Live to fight another day. I think somebody here, what's the right time for them to show up is not the right time for you. So be nice, be kind, but let this energy go settle. Let them say what they want to say, leave, let the energy settle, reapproach another time. That's what I've got here. That's a miserly energy. All right? Take what you can from the conversation, let it go, and then reapproach later. It's very important. All right, let's see where we go. 10 swords randomly at the bottom. Two of Pentacles, what do we get here? I'm going to be interested to clarify that. That's going to be very interesting. Two of Pentacles, why is it here? We can't, with Uranus and Gemini, we can't glaze over it and just do some rainbow unicorn reading. It affects the entire world. What happens? You've already, my fishing trip already got interrupted because somebody used speech of genocide, wiping out a civilization, that kind of a thing. That's Uranus and Gemini talking. That's this energetic storm talking. That's the same kind of bullshit that was going on the last time this energetic storm was here, right? Let's see where we go. We're also in this energetic storm always rounding up somebody. This time we're rounding up the immigrants. In World War II, Hitler was rounding up the Jews. In the Civil War, they were rounding up the slaves. All that. We're always corralling people like cattle when this energetic storm is around. It's something to take note of. It's just a pattern I'm pointing out to you, right? Well, same thing applies to the connections in this energetic storm. They always play out the same way. You got a pattern with whoever this person is. I think you're wise to hold back a little bit right now. I'll tell you what, because somebody's coming in and they're very combative. This escalates quickly. And I think that's why you pull back. It escalates fast. That's what happens as well when Uranus is in Gemini. Things escalate quickly. You might have a spat. I'll give it to you on a localized sense. You might have a little spat with your neighbor, right? You ask your neighbor, hey, could you keep your kids quiet a little bit? It's kind of early in the morning. And then they get really pissed off. Don't you tell me what to do with my children. And you're like, whoa, I didn't mean to tell you what you did. I was just saying it's getting a little quiet. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, a little quiet? Why don't you come out here and face me like a man? It escalates real fucking fast in this energy. I see that here with the Seven of Wands. I see somebody with a lot of love for you, being extremely combative about it. All right. What's on top? You want 7 wands to 8 wands. What did I say? Did I just talk about an escalation? Right. Yeah. I don't know why I'm your second favorite. Why is that here? I tell you things other people are afraid to tell you. Right? I mean, honestly, I don't really care. I've been out here. I'm in my 6th year out here now. I've tried to teach everybody about energy. I've done my best with it. Now I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to get a little more advanced with it for you. I want you to spot the big patterns. It makes you way more powerful in your own life if you can, right? If you can kind of chuckle, I know exactly what's going to happen. You can just keep making predictions and they come true, and you just keep chuckling and chuckling. Although each thing that comes true is scarier and scarier than the previous. It is what it is. Hidden energy here. Somebody Somebody is revealing things to you, their innermost thoughts, in a way that it feels like they're hitting you over the head with them. Or things that you haven't talked about with this person in a while are coming out and they're hitting you over the head with them. Okay? It just feels very combative to me when they show up. And they're showing up because of this. Now is the time. This impulsive energy, I know it's right now. If I wait, I'll miss the opportunity. Now is the time. It's divine timing, often, the Seven of Pentacles, but this is minor arcana. So it's someone who thinks they're listening to their soul, right? And divine timing is in play, but it's all their own inner divine timing. They're making it all up. They're making up the urgency. They're making up the fact that now's the time. I have to do this now or I'll never get to do it again. All of it is complete bollocks, bullshit, bull-ticky. Wherever you're from, I try to cover it. Right? There you go. All right. What's going on here? Seven Pentacles. What do we get? This reading applies more than just the world or this soulmate. This applies to your interactions with other people in your life. This is how they're going to be for the next 8 years, intermittently, off and on. I'm telling you how people behave. I'll do lateral thinking for you because some people are like, well, why does he say that? I don't understand why he's telling us these things. Okay, fine. Let me make it real simple for you. I'm telling you how other people are going to be behaving in this energy so you know in advance. All right? You can metaphorically build yourself a lead-lined bunker. Right? And just lay back. The best advice I gave you in this energy, I gave you in the Venus reading where I said just chill. Lay back. That is your advice. All right? I think the energy of letting the energy interact with you rather than you interacting with it too much is going to be valid for a good chunk of this transit. Okay? A good chunk of it. At least the early part of it. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Where are we at? The Ten of Pentacles. Now's the time. Now's the time. We're having the picture taken today. Right? I remember Sears used to do family portraits. The department store Sears. It's not around anymore, but it used to do department store portraits, right? But Sears can take us today for the portraits. So now's the time. They got to come talk to you. And again, somebody's in a hurry here. It's a big rush, but that's a lie. It's a lie they might tell you that I had to do this. I had to do it now, or I had to show up now. I have to tell you about all these things right now, or whatever. Whatever it is, somebody's lying to you in a big way. What's on top here? Again, all in an effort to make themselves look bigger. And in doing so, all they succeed in doing is making themselves look tiny. Okay? That's the key here. There's the Chariot. Yeah. Go time. I mean, not just go time. This is fast energy, right? Also, if your person is at a distance from you, like, you live in Ohio and they live in London, kind of a thing, distance-wise, they may just hop a flight and show up. They may just show up at your fucking actual front door. I'm not playing with you. Or if they don't know where you live, they're in your town, then they send you a tweet or a twat. Hey, I'm in your town. Recoil, right? That's a little scary, isn't it? A little bit. What do you mean you're in my town? What you talking about, right? Recoil. Hold back. You see what I'm saying? It all plays out. Why is that here? The Death card. That ties to this. That ties this to this. Yeah. Everything changes between you and this person. Sure, if they show up, you think they're in London, you're in Ohio, and they call you and say, I'm in town, everything definitely changes at that point. All your feathers fall off and all the meat. It's like, oh, that's your reaction. It's like some kind of cartoon reaction. Oh my God. I don't know. But yes, their fast action changes a lot of things. Let's pull on the Six of Wands. All right. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. The Six of Wands. Nine of Cups. Crossing. The Six of Wands. Yeah. This is not their soul. This is somebody wants what they want. All right. What's on top? 9 wands. Very little resistance. It's going to make me happy. I'm tired of waiting. I'm going to go for it. And the magician. Massive transformation. Somebody thinks they got this. Somebody thinks they can do this. They think they know what they're doing. They know what they're saying. They know whatever. They do not. Which is why your reaction is to recoil to your little bunker. Whatever it is, internal or in your backyard. All right? What's going on with the death card here? Talk to me about it. Just verifying my read. It's all there. All right, death card. Let's talk about it. Why is the death card here? What do you want to tell my people? Tell me. I thought it was going to be the 5 of Cups. I'll be honest with you. My little mermaid sitting in devastation. It's my Queen of Cups, but my desert queen. In this particular case, it's a desert queen energy crossing that. So it is the most love I could pull from the deck. But you're not sure where to put it. You've still got a lot of love for whoever this person is. But you're not sure where to put it. You're not sure what's happening in the moment. You just know that everything's changing and nothing will ever be the same again. All right, what's on top? The King of Pentacles. That's very true of Uranus in Gemini. Each time, if you track it back, I don't care if you go back 1,000 years, it doesn't matter. Right? You could go back to just World War II or the Civil War, whatever you want to do. But each time Uranus was in Gemini, by the time it left, nothing was ever the same again. So we are in a time right now where one way or another, no matter what happens, nothing's ever going to be the same again. And that is a direct, since the soulmate cycle is a direct reflection of societal energies, it's the same way here. People are going to change the way they love. Love languages are going to get learned, unlearned, and relearned, kind of a thing. All right? King of Pentacles here. It's red with the 8 of Wands, but I need to see why that's here. 10 Swords. Remember that was there when we picked up this deck, right? It's red with the High Priestess. I'm going to read it, even though it's a message to you. Well, how am I going to explain this? Okay, I'll explain it this way. Somebody here is talking, okay? And it feels to you, or it feels to them, like it's stable. What's really happening is an ending of the way things were or have been. It doesn't feel like it while it's happening. It doesn't feel like an ending. It feels like, oh, this person's come in and we're talking. This is great. But what's actually happening is an aspect of your connection is ending. You won't necessarily know what that is, but you'll feel it. Okay? Which again is why you might need to retreat, take some time to chill out. Right? Think of it like Superman 2. Where everybody was all excited to see him because the 3 villains were beating up the town. They kicked his ass and he flew away, and they're like, hey man, where are you going? Where are you going? He was going to retreat. He was going to figure out a fucking plan. Okay, that's what you might want to do here, because while it feels like this conversation stabilized the connection, it also at the same time, but you can't put your finger on it, feels like something's come to an end here. Something's changed. It's the end of the innocence in some way. All right, let's talk about 4 Pentacles. Let's go. Let's see where we're at. Strength. Again, I reiterate what I said in this reading a few times and in the Venus and Gemini reading. Venus and Gemini is our godsend. Whatever God you believe in, I don't fucking care what it is, who it is, don't care. Whatever it is, thank it for Venus going to the Gemini at this time. This isn't necessarily a Venus and Gemini card, but it is heart chakra. There's a shit ton of just heart chakra energy here in the environment around this. Okay, and I don't know why it's sitting on top of 4 Pentacles yet. I'll try and decipher it. What's on top? The King of Cups. Yeah, again, you have to... Oh, why is that here? Yeah, the 8 of Swords. You have to be reserved here. You have to be... This is red with the Chariot, okay? It's up to you to sort of... how do I phrase this? You see that? You ever seen that? Well, everybody's probably seen it. That I Love Lucy episode where she's working in the candy factory, right? And she's got it all down at first, but then it speeds up, and then she can't keep up. Then she starts eating the fucking candy because she can't keep up, and it's fucking going absolutely fucking ape shit crazy, right? That kind of a thing. There's a lot coming at you here. Somebody really is very, very sudden, very beating you over the head with it. It's up to you to keep it in check, to just calmly keep putting things in the containers, all right? This is an interesting card. I need the bridging energy here. What's the bridge? Yeah, the Eight of Cups. The person who's approaching you is confused that you're walking away, and you are. I said, what did I say? Rewind. I compared this to Superman 2, where he flew away. He got his ass kicked, and he took off, and the people are like, where you going, man? I said, he's going to figure out a plan. Walk away. Okay? Don't. Somebody's going to be very in their head about that, very confused about that. It's fine. All right? It's part of the transformation process. They'll figure it out later, I think. All right? But yeah, you got communication coming from somebody who shows up rather suddenly, and they go completely dump it all on. It all comes out. Seven wands, 8 wands, hidden stuff, all of it. It feels like you're fixing things, and then it feels like the end, then it feels like you're fixing things, then it feels like the end. And it's all coming at you fast like Lucy in the candy factory, and you don't know what to do. Step back. All right? Just step back. Somebody will be confused while you're walking away. Chew this person from their perspective. They're fixing things. They're making things great. They're not. They don't realize how frantic their energy is. Okay? You do. So it's up to you to pull back. You almost have to be the grown-up here on some level. Okay? Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. So again, check yourself before you wreck yourself in this energy. Other people will not be. So heads up about that. Okay? Heads up. Because I got a magician here. And an Ace of Pentacles. And an Ace of Swords. And a Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands crossing the Ace of Pentacles. There's a Seven of Wands that showed up in the reading over here, so that's important. These are red, center, left, right. What do we got here? I don't even want to call it a warning. I'm just going to paraphrase it. Can I do that for you? It's a message to you from the energy, from the universe. And it's a very good message. Stay true to your karmic path, whatever it is. Okay? Whatever it is. But you get an opportunity here within these energies, in the early stages, as Venus is in Gemini and Uranus are in Gemini together, in the early stages of this energy, you get a chance to examine whether you're on the right path or not. Make sure if you find out you're on the wrong path, you fucking believe it and do something about it. Otherwise, you're just going to go the wrong way, right? But maybe that's your destiny. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. So again, who's to say? Either way, right here is just a message to stay true to your destined path. No matter what goes on around you, whatever chaos, bang, boom, 10 swords, person showing up out of nowhere, whatever it is, stay true to who you are and the path that you're on. Okay? It will continue in the next lifetime. So, you want to make sure it's right. You'll get a chance to check it. And then, if it is right, stay on it. All right? If it's not right, get on it and stay on it. All right? That's it. It'll be very obvious to you. You know, you'll see the path lit before. You may even have dreams about it. It's possible. Sometimes that happens with the Magician and the Ace of Swords together. You get epiphanies from the up on the astral plane and things like that. You get it's in the ether sort of an energy. Right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I've done my best. I'm just trying to convey the message of the energy to you. It's an extremely important energy. It's not going to happen again in our lifetimes. The next 8 years are some of the most amazing that will exist. They will be written about in history books. I want you to get through them properly and deal with them properly. Delusion is not a good way to get through it. Okay? Understanding of facts, understanding of science, understanding of how things work, understanding of human nature and how the people around you work will get you through it. That's what will get you through it. All right. Stop looking out. Start looking in. Be your own best friend in this energy, and you'll thrive. All right. Certainly in the short term here, while Venus is transiting in Gemini with Uranus. That's your reading. Good luck.